everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, ready, I took the Billy Cool back in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm stripped up, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had that kicker though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the 5.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running back sent in motion left. Nicks from the gun. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. It's a small gain up to the 38. Stop that time by Jamel Dean.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down.
Captain. Away.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And the Broncos first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Off the play fake, here's Nicks. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
They'll throw again. Nix. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
On third down, here's Nix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to Irving to stop his drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. It's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Yo, Malik, please don't put that dude on my schedule no more, bro.
After that little 8-yard
Kevin.
search, here comes 2nd and 2.
It's a waste of time, bro. He concedes every time I play him, bro. Literally, every fucking time.
Defender arrives right
In
as the
college.
ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
I'm good, bro.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have been.
I played Rufus the last game of the season. And the league we talk about.
Better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 8. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Irving here from the gun. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us
I just lost to that nigga in overtime. Malik, I lost to that nigga in overtime, bro. Yup. Do the same thing, bro. Nah, I lost to him in overtime.
all the time. Big runs to only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who could show off his wheels.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Dive play straight ahead. Having gained about a handful there. Stop away from Henry to Oto'o.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
19 tight.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Fielded at the 7. And not a bad place for them to start. Up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Yep.
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Yeah. That's all I got, Rice.
RB once more. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the
I ain't got no receivers,
Up 2nd
man.
and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4. Fake the handoff. Now Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. He's got room for room. Into the red zone. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he got Pacheco returning kicks. Well, I ain't gonna lie.
Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Yeah. So he just played. I almost ran it back like 4 times. I ran one back though.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Get the Harvey here from the pistol. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offensive line fast. It's Nix out of the pistol. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the 1st. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Now he's past the 25. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Pick up there of 39 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We first and 10 from the red zone. Nick's quick out wide, complete. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Harvey. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point.
That nigga Lay don't play underneath at all. That nigga is, his whole defense is to stop a corner route. That nigga will give you the flats the entire game, nigga.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Mesa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Let him bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on, foot up on the gas.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Let's go, go.
Lean back gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and at times stuffing the run.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Cougar 19.
I'll throw it. Into the hands of Colt. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Okay, ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Trap 50, 19 Lions. Ready?
Looking in the air here. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Irving on the inside give. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Ready up.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Right back to Irving now. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go now. 19, Dragon 60.
Looking to throw here. Throws caught. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
On the jump.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Come on, come on. Ready.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the canvas for a touchdown.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Roll. Ready. Go.
Fullback trying to barrel it across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Broncos 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his best way this game, but no results yet.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now Nix. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos face a 4-point deficit. So sensational work by the skill man.
It's like 15 seconds left.
Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A 28-yard pickup there. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player. Receiver, running back, in that case, tight end. And a playmaker in this offense.
And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hold it ready.
2nd and 3 now.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Stop the Cowboy 80.
Throwing from the gun here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Design run, here's Nix. And this one stopped fairly close to that 1st down. Good challenge, but they face 4th down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
The career is my stake when you in your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind.
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. The 4th down snap to Nix. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready! Gotta be lying! Go!
Back to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense up to the line fast.
Second and 6.
Dragon
At the
60!
19-yard line.
Traffic! Ready!
Throwing now off the play action. That one connects. Touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offense in the hurry up here. Next off the play action. He finds his block, Harvey. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Nix to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Intercepted.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. He'll throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
18 Rattler, 18 ready, 19 Lion. Ready.
Throwing here just before halftime. He throws a bullet to the set. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football.
Advance is tomorrow, right?
44-yard line.
Damn, I think you advanced already.
There's a little competition on a football team to see who's going to make the hands team. Right, those defensive guys say, hey, listen, I'm not a receiver with bad hands. I got good hands. Well, this is the ultimate test of it right here, Kate. Who makes the hands team? Those are the ones who are the most trustworthy to go finish these games, to go get those onside kicks, and to go finish that phase of the game out.
Solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down pass play coming. Finding Flowers. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
19 tight. Let's get ready.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
Broncos 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's Nix. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Second down, give to Harvey. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that would more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down now, ball at the 33. It's Nix out of the pistol. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
First down from the 41. On the handoff, here's Harvey. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Bucs' 37-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Nix now, 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Throwing on first down, Nix. And that one falls incomplete. So a little bit of great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Nix. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit. That brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Following the false start penalty, here's third down and longer.
Olay, olay, olay. Hold on, son. Ready.
Makes the throw again. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets... burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Here's a look for Nix. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
On the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers' 2-yard line.
Nix getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. The charge into traffic with the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Over the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Third and goal, here's Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
Broncos 21.
They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football.
So few of these are recovered by the kicking team anymore. It reminds me why you've seen some alternatives tossed around for ways to replace the onside kick. For now, well, it just remains a difficult challenge that was not achieved that time around.
All set to go now from the 35.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Exit cut to the right side. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers trying to end this before the final quarter. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead.
52. Broncos 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Motion the tight end over. Nix now on first and 10. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. Looking quickly here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Dump off caught by his back. Short pick up to their own 31. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Yaya Diaby brings him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Now facing 2nd and 10 following that false start. Nix now to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Dose of the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll throw for it. He connects downfield. We'll have the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
A gain of 15. First down.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Once more, it's Nix. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Give up the middle to Harvey. 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Buccaneers will take over as he reports
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created.
Gotta tread lightly, big fella. What's Coach got on? This this thing is boy.
So close to a big
Who brother?
for those guys up front. 1 second sooner.
Ain't my brother. My name ain't Mike, nigga.
But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Shit. Not them weird niggas.
Another carry for it. He's going to wind up in the red for this play, back at the 8. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, you even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the give to Irving. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Cowboy 80.
This is Irving on 2nd. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. On 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Sending him on the dive. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Back-to-back carries here. He's out in the clear. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Stephanie. Bronco 80. Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Hold the ready.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. On the give, this is Irving. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
That's twice now. The runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Ready, set.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Get it.
They're headed up the middle. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Buccaneers are running them out of the building. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue adding on to that lead.
Broncos 21. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. He's going well so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
Their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Broncos trying to do some window dressing. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Nix from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
That's good for a Broncos first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Design run, here's Nix. And that's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Going deep here for the end zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Reichert on for the point after. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Let's go now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Irving on the inside give. He is down to the 30-yard line. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. A Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.